This is a country singer named Jelly Roll, and I really like him. Here's why. I have grown up listening to Jelly Roll, as my family and my parents like him a lot. But in his songs, his words have a deeper meaning to it. Jelly Roll has struggled with drugs and addiction around him his whole entire life. And in a little bit, I'm going to tell you exactly how and why. So, why do you ask? Jason, also known as Jelly Roll, was born on December 4th, 1984, which would make him around 40 years old today. Jason grew up around Nashville, Tennessee. Being in and out of jails and penitentiaries really left almost a sour taste in his mouth from when he was getting older and getting into his music career, expressing his thoughts about his youth. But what I'm about to show you is Jason being against, putting a step forward in the community, and him being in a legal testimony against Fentanyl Act, as he was a prior to being a drug dealer.
During the time that I've been given to share my testimony here, I think it's important to note before I start that in these 5 minutes I'll be speaking that somebody in the United States will die of a drug overdose, and it is almost a 72% chance that during those 5 minutes it will be fentanyl related. Having started that way, Chairman Brown, Ranking Member Scott, and esteemed committee members, thank you for having me. I know this is a bit of a curveball, but I like a little baseball myself. My name is Jason D. Ford, but to most I am known as Jelly Roll. It is important to establish earlier that I am a musician and that I have no political alliance. I am neither Democrat nor Republican. In fact, because of my past, my right to vote has been restricted. Thus far, I have never paid attention to a political race in my life. Ironically, I think that makes me the perfect person to speak about this because fentanyl transcends partisanship and ideology, gentlemen.
Now, Jason is trying to pass the Fend Off Fentanyl Act. This act is to pass Brown's fentanyl eradication and narcotics deterrence away from, or to disrupt the flow of opioids coming in from China and Mexico every single day. Now, Jason said something to me during his speech that really stuck out to me, and it was, I was part of the problem. I'm here now, standing as a man that wants to be part of the solution. This shows how much of a man that he has grown up to be, knowing that he in Nashville, Tennessee was a drug dealer and he was selling chemicals on the streets that he didn't know anything about, and he was just trying to get by. Now, of course, I'm not personally impacted by this, but I do know what town that is. It's a small town called Belleville. In fact, when I searched it up, it comes up as a drug problem. This town is in between Kingston and the GTA or Toronto region. Belleville has been a town that I drive past a lot, going to Quebec and going to Kingston and back. But I never knew that it had been known for its drugs, and here's why.
We're talking about people dying in dumpsters.
We're following breaking news out of Ontario. The city of Belleville has declared a state of emergency.
We lost 4 people in 40 days to life on the streets.
I thought you were dead.
It was an animal tranquilizer and it was killing us all.
Now, I realize that Jason is talking about the United States for this matter. But if this act got passed, then that could be only good news for Canada, as there wouldn't be as much drug flow into Canada after that, as well as it would bring attention to how bad these drugs are on the street and how deathly they are. Ethan Hulton, signing off.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days. I'm losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, just know I learned to hide it well.